Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
Thank you so much.
Nne Biafra si m kelee gị. Nna Biafra si m kelee gị. Ụmụ Biafra si m kelee gị. Onye dọrọ ije nwụrụ anyị agawago. Ndewo. Buru anyị gawa. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Famke. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much for that wonderful opening speech. I thank you. I thank Honorable Christopher for holding the fort while we get ready to start our weekly fundraising. Welcome, Biafrans and friends of Biafrans. Welcome our allies. I want to thank all of you that are here present today with us for this fundraising. This is what we do every weekend to make sure we raise funds for our humanitarian purposes to help thousands of innocent Biafrans that are being incarcerated by the Nigerian state in several jails across Nigeria and in Biafra land. Thank you so much, Honorable Christopher, for those wonderful videos you played for us, starting from our leader, Orabueze. The interview was very, very informative, kind of gives us an idea of what has happened during our independence, because the United States of Biafra was an independent nation between 1967 and 1970, when the Nigeria terrorist state invaded us to continue to milk the oil, the natural resources that came from Biafra territory. Nigeria continued to collude with their allies abroad that are benefiting from this oil, but not anymore. We are stopping that immediately. So I want to thank Honorable Christopher for presenting that video and making the connection between Ojukwu and our leader, Onyedu Nnamdi. All of us we also watched the interview with Channels TV, where whatever our Onyedu Nnamdi has said, such as the confederacy of the new nation, the United States of Biafra, is what our Prime Minister has already activated. That is why we have the 40 confederating state of the United States of Biafra. We also watched the interview where Onyedu Nnamdi has explicitly said is either Biafra or death. 80 million Biafrans stand on that. It's either Biafra or death. Forget the shenanigan by the delegitimized Southeast and South-South governors with the Nigeria terrorist state trying to scare us, trying to take away some people, trying to find a way to stop this freedom which we've gotten. They can't even come close. So again, from Onyedu Nnamdi interview, where he explicitly noted some of the things that makes it very, very difficult for the Biafran people to coexist with the Nigerian state. Those things that our Onyedu has said, those words and conditions were also reiterated by our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Eber, during that interview, which I watched here, very, very nice. And the interview also explicitly, and he is the good guy, that is what he is. Even while the Nigeria state colluded with Finland to take away our Prime Minister Simon Eber, just the way they colluded with some people in Kenya to take away our Onyedu Nnamdi. You can see the connection from these leaders in the stance they have in their words, in their principles, which clearly has shown that what Onyedu Nnamdi Kanu said and did, and what our Prime Minister said and did, and what I am saying and doing, and what the Biafra people, the 80 million Biafrans, are saying and doing at this time is one and the same. No change. No change. The Prime Minister explained why the Nigeria terrorist state must go down, just like Onyedu has said. When Finland colluded with Nigeria state to arrest our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and jail him, Nigeria thought that with the arrest of our Prime Minister, the freedom of Biafra will not come. That was the only reason, I believe, they colluded with Finland to take him away. And Finland, true to their nature, Alexander Stubb, being a globalist engineer, has to place economic gains above basic human rights, has to place economic gains against self-determination, has to place economic gains above the right of the people to defend themselves from colonialists, the right of the people to defend themselves from those who are maltreating them, the right of the people to defend themselves from the terrorist state of Nigeria, who has a standing policy to reintegrate and rehabilitate non-terrorists into Nigeria. So Finland ignored all that. All those principles they signed when they become a nation, all those principles they signed when African Union, United Nations, Commonwealth, even America, all these world leaders, those principles that Finland was meant to sign at the time they become independent, they ignored all that to take away our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Thinking that when they take him away, there will be nothing like the United States of Biafra. Little did they know that this nation, the United States of Biafra, is already being declared. So, the messages are very clear. It's the same. The agents of the Nigerian government that are trying to threaten 80 million Biafrans with reintegrated terrorists recruited by the Nigerian state that are harassing innocent Biafrans, taking them away from their homes, killing them, forcefully removing them. And again, these are reports that have been documented by Amnesty International on how the Nigerian state forcefully remove innocent Biafrans and kill them. How the Nigerian state forcefully take away innocent Biafrans, dump them in Tiger Base. Tiger Base has been classified as a killing dungeon being used by the Nigerian state to silence innocent Biafrans that seek their new nation, which is the United States of Biafra. The Biafra Republic government in exile, which I am the head of that government at this time, is being the same as the United States of Biafra. We were in Finland, based on the preparations that have been made by Odumegwu Ojukwu and Onyedu Nnamdi Kanu, our Prime Minister. They prepared all of us to converge in Finland. On November 29th, 2024, we redeclared the Republic of Biafra, which was a nation between 1967 in 1970 with the name and title of the United States of Biafra. So now we, the Biafra Republic government in exile, with the name of the United States of Biafra, are currently in charge of the 80 million Biafrans scattered all over the world and in homeland. So I want to let the world know that we are on the right course. We are winning this game by the second, by the minute, regardless of what the Nigerian terrorist state is doing. Again, I want to remind everyone listening to me, my job is to assist our allies, one of our biggest allies, the United States of America, with the President, Donald Trump. My job is to assist him to make the world a better place. That was why the United States of America was able to confront the terrorist state of Nigeria when they bombed Sokoto, Nigeria on December 25, 2025. Thank you so much, President Trump, for what you do. My job as a leader, not just in the United States of America, but also in the Biafra territory, is to continue to move on that part to make sure that thousands of Christians that are murdered by the Nigerian state, headed by Tinubu, Christopher Musa, Peter Obi, and the legitimized governors like Charles Oludo, Otimba, Fubara, and all these, with Atiku Abubakar, all these people that are killing innocent indigents of Nigeria and the Christians in Nigeria. I will be helping the President of the United States of America to ensure that those killings stops, to establish fully the nation of the United States of Biafra, which was a free, independent nation between 1967 and 1970, and to use that country to confront and stop the terrorism being engineered by the Nigerian state in that part of the world. And that will help America to really focus on American business, while the United States of Biafra people help to restore humanity in that part of the world and confront and stop terrorism in that part of the world. I'm calling on our allies to, as quickly as possible, recognize the United States of Biafra to make this job easier for us to confront the terrorist state of Nigeria. Again, I want to thank the United States of Biafra cabinet members, the United States of Biafra 40 state governors that are working day and night with their commissioners to ensure that we protect our land. Nigeria is currently occupying a sovereign land. We have peacefully returned to them to leave our land. We've declared our independence. We conducted a self-referendum where over 50 million Biafrans voted, both at homeland, online, physically, and abroad. And based on that self-referendum, we all converged in Finland, and we had over 500 signatures of Biafra people that appended their signature for us to exit Nigeria. That wish of the people must stand. That wish of the people must be respected. That is what we are doing right now, and that is what we are protecting right now. So I want to use this opportunity to encourage the Nigerian state to peacefully leave the 40 states of Biafra. It is the right thing to do. We've declared our independence. This Biafra Republic government in exile, headed by my uncle, Dr. Orabueze, under the name of the United States of Biafra, we use every means legally possible to ensure that Nigeria leaves the 40 state of Biafra. Nigeria state, headed by Tinubu and the legitimized governors, has continue to forcefully remove the Biafran leaders in Biafra territory. They are fighting this freedom we got. Nigeria is fighting it by the second, using some Biafran agents and also using the guns, using the power of the gun to silence Biafrans. That will never happen. They will never win this battle. It's a promise. So we've been receiving records of innocent Biafran that Tinubu and Christopher Musa has been taken away forcefully from their homes. Our job is to continue to report those names, those people at the right places, which Biafrans are already doing. This removal of these innocent Biafrans are being engineered by Tinubu and the Nigerian politicians like Peter Obi and co that are perambulating everywhere. They have no legal standing to be in the 40 state of Biafra territory to conduct any election, especially when a well-constituted Canadian court and the Canada government has declared the Nigerian political parties of APC, PDP, APGA, all of them, ADC, as a terrorist organization. We have those legal documents and we have filed it at the appropriate quarters. We cannot allow a terrorist political party to conduct election in Biafra territory. The Biafra people will do everything possible legally to stop that from happening. The 80 million Biafrans will not fold our hands, while Nigeria state recruits and reintegrates terrorists into their military and police, ship them to Biafra land to kill our people. We are not going to allow that to happen. Self-defense is all right. We will continue to use every means possible to ensure that we defend our people from the terrorist state of Nigeria. I want to make it clear, indigenous Nigerians, original indigenous Nigerians, they do not join the Nigerian military and police anymore. That is why Nigeria government reintegrates and rehabilitates non-terrorists, and they recruit these people into the military and police and ship them to areas where the leaders in those communities oppose these terrorists. They give them sophisticated AK-47, sophisticated weapons to kill, forcefully remove innocent indigenous Nigerians. We can see the massacre that happened recently in Nigeria during the Palm Sunday, during the Easter. It is a continuous thing. The only thing that will stop this massacre and will make people leave is the absolute and outright dissolution and destruction of that entity called Nigeria and their politicians. Remember, it is these politicians like Peter Obi, Atiku, Tinubu, and co that want the entity, the killing machine entity, to continue. Our allies, the job will be to stop these politicians and destroy that entity which they use to kill people, which is Nigeria. Again, I'm calling on the Nigerian state, using those delegitimized governors to release the innocent Biafrans they are holding. There is a limit to the patience of the cabinet of the United States of Biafra government. We are not going to fold our hands and watch while the Nigerian state continue to forcefully remove our people, continue to kill them. I'm calling on Tinubu to release the innocent Biafrans that he has taken away. The United States of Biafra governor in the state of Enugu, Oganiru, Biafra, has been taken away by Tinubu and Christopher Musa and Peter Mba. The deputy governor of the state of Ikemba Dominion has been taken away by Tinubu and Charles Soludo and the delegitimized governors. Many, many innocent Biafrans, we have their records, have been taken away by the Nigerian state. The state governor of the state of Iwuro, Jerry, has been taken away by Tinubu and Fubara, and they are being dumped at the River State Correctional Center with over 2,500 innocent Biafrans that do not want to cohabit with reintegrated terrorists. Again, Biafrans are daily telling the Nigerian state they do not want to cohabit with reintegrated terrorists. And Tinubu continues to take them away because Tinubu wants to force them to cohabit with reintegrated terrorists that he is bringing into Nigeria. Again, I'm calling on Tinubu and Christopher Musa and the delegitimized Southeast and South governors to release thousands of innocent Biafrans you are locking up in different jails across Nigeria and in Biafra territory. You have to let them go. They've not committed any crime. Our new nation has been declared. You must let them go. The lady that Tinubu took from Newi that works at Tommy Tommy, we have evidence that the Nigerian state, Tinubu, colluded with people to go and take away that innocent young woman. Tinubu has not released that young woman. I have her picture on my Twitter page. Charles Soludo and Christopher Musa and Tinubu, you are still holding that innocent woman that works at Tommy Tommy at Inewi. She has not committed any crime. You need to let her go. Biafrans continue to submit the reports of innocent Biafrans that are being taken away by the Nigerian state and the legitimized governors and Peter Obi. We will continue to peacefully demand for the withdrawal of anything Nigeria from the 40 state of Biafra. Anything Nigeria in Biafra land is killing our people. They are attacking our people. They are forcefully removing innocent Biafrans from their homes. That is not right. I know that some of the world media, like the BBC, like CNN, like Channels Television, Arise News, those of you that are formally being bribed by the Nigerian state, many of you are now fully reckoning that the Nigerian state is actually the terrorist state. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Onyedu Nnamdi Kanu, has not committed any crime. But the Nigerian state has sentenced him to life imprisonment for nothing except for this freedom which we've gotten. Just the same way the Nigerian government colluded with Finland to take away our Prime Minister Simon Eber, colluded with Alexander Stark to sentence him to 3 years in jail in Finland. My question is, how long is this going to continue? The United States of Biafra people and our allies will defend our people against the terrorist state of Nigeria. The United States of Biafra Memorial Day event is coming up on May 30th in our headquarters in Washington, D.C. And thank to all the Biafrans and friends that already gotten their ticket for this event. It's going to be a wonderful event to commemorate thousands of innocent Biafran heroes and heroes that were murdered by the Nigerian state between 1967 and 1970. We are going to remember them on May 30th, 2026 at our headquarters in Washington, D.C. and at our Churchill Hotel. Thank you for those of you that ticket. I want to also let Biafrans know and our friends and our allies, the first ever United States of Biafra brochure booklet is being published for Biafra people. The link will soon be out. Once it's out, you can click on that link and send your picture and what you are, what you represent in Biafra. Whether it's your business, whether it's you, whether it's a position you hold in Biafra land, just click and send your information for those that are working with the printers to publish our first ever United States of Biafra brochure booklet that we sent to our leaders, Onyedu Nnamdi Kanu and our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, that are being incarcerated by the Nigerian state. We're in the final stage of getting our United States of Biafra passport ready, and we are closely talking with our allies to be able to use this passport once our recognition comes for Biafrans to travel from Biafra land to our allied nations with the United States of Biafra passport. So we're in the final stages of making our passport ready. We'll soon be able to show that to Biafrans. The United States of Biafra ID card is still open at our official website, UnitedStatesOfBiafra.org, one word, www.unitedstatesofbiafra.org. When you go to that website, you should be able to apply for your United States of Biafra ID card. Many countries in the world have started accepting the United States of Biafra ID card as a formal form of identification for all Biafrans all over the world as we continue to battle the terrorist state of Nigeria and continue to secure our land. And most of these countries are issuing temporary protective status for the Biafran people because the Nigerian state continue to kill, maim, and forcefully remove Biafran people. Again, the United States of Biafra have stabilized the polity. Since we took over as the Biafra Republic government in exile, we have stabilized the polity in Biafra land. We have done that because of the way we are working towards full protection of our territory. What the Nigerian state continues to do is to secretly remove innocent Biafrans in the night, break their homes in the night, burn our homes, burn our markets, rape our young girls, rape our women, kill our people, harvest their organs, dump them at the tiger base and other jails across Nigeria, just like they removed our Onyedu Nnamdi Kanu, move him to Sokoto prison where they lock him up. Thousands of innocent Biafrans are being locked up by Nigeria state in different jails across Nigeria for no crime, for no reason. We will protect our people with our allies. Nigeria is currently occupying a foreign land. We have declared our independence. They must leave our land. It is the right thing to do. They must leave. If they don't leave this year, they will leave next year. If they don't leave next year, they will leave next 2 years. If they don't leave next year, they will leave in the next 10 years. Nigeria must leave the foreign states of Biafra land. there will be no election of the Nigerian state in Biafra territory in 2027. The United States of Biafra people have launched Operation Nigeria Must Go. Anything Nigeria is not welcome in Biafra territory as we speak. Anything Nigeria is not welcome in Biafra because they are forcefully removing our people. They are forcefully killing them. The Nigeria police have been declared by a Canadian court as murderers and terrorists. We cannot allow a murderers and terrorist police to exist in Biafra territory. Again, we are peacefully calling on the Nigerian state to leave the 40 states of Biafra land. On that note, I hand it over to Family. Thank you so much, Biafrans. The fundraisings are used to rebuild our new nation, to help thousands of innocent Biafrans being locked up in different jails across Nigeria and in Biafra land. Thousands of the breadwinners of Biafra family in Nigeria state, Tinubu Peter Obi, but has killed all these people. Atiku, the Nigeria Islamist state that wants to take over the Christian nation of Biafra will not be allowed. The United States of Biafra people are Christians. We do not want to cohabit with Muslim extremists that are killing thousands of indigenous Christians and indigenous Nigeria every year. So I'm calling on the Nigeria state to remove every element of Nigeria from Biafra land. Thank you so much, family. You can go ahead.
Thank you, Excellency. Thank you very much for that brief update. And I know as we continue, as we move along, some questions and then some more updates and clarification might be coming in. Thank you very much, as always. So now we're going to just have to, get to it. And on that note, I'm calling on Honorable Mouthpiece over to you, and let's go on. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Honorable Famdia. Thank you, Your Excellency, the Deputy Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Agadaba Chulu Zawai. I tell you, no matter how they push you, no matter what they do, you know your focus and focus. No one